Hello, welcome to the National Literacy Agency online storytelling program. Today I have an Italian folk tale for you, and the title of this tale is Prezzemolina. So, it is story time. You look and you listen. Well done. Once upon a time there was a husband and a wife. They had a home that had a window that overlooked beautiful gardens. The gardens belonged to the fairies. Every morning when the husband left for work and the wife heard the fairies leave their house, she always opened the window and she looked down at that beautiful sight. Greens, all shades of greens, fruit, patches of veggies. She simply loved it. Well, one day she noticed a patch with parsley in it. "Ah, parsley," she said. You see, she was going to have a child and she couldn't help the cravings she had for parsley. She went inside and she brought a rope ladder. She put it on the windowsill and she just climbed down the garden. She went to the parsley patch and she ate and she ate and she ate. The next day she did the same. The day after she did the same. And the day after that she did the same. Well, one day the fairies were walking in their own gardens, and one of them noticed that the parsley was nearly all gone. "Oh, look! Somebody has been in our garden. The parsley is nearly all gone." And the second fairy said, "Somebody must be in our garden. Look, there are footprints." And the third fairy said, "Well, I know what we can do. 2 of us can leave tomorrow, but one of us will have to stay. Yes, we can catch the thief tomorrow." And that is what they did. So the next day, the husband went to work, but only 2 fairies left the house, and there was a third fairy hiding to see who was going to take parsley. The woman opened the window. She got the rope ladder, put it on the windowsill, and climbed down the garden just as usual. She went to the parsley patch and she was eating the little parsley that was left. There was the fairy. "Ah, you villain! So you're the one who has eaten our parsley! How dare you!" Ah, the wife, she cried, I'm so sorry. But you see, I'm going to have this child and I just can't help the cravings I get." "Well, in that case, you can finish all the parsley. But when your child is born, if it's a girl, you will call her Prezzemolina. If it's a boy, you will call him Prezzemolo. And we will take either your daughter or your son in his or her teens." The lady cried, No, yes, that is what we are going to do." And the lady climbed back the rope ladder. She cried and she cried. She couldn't help herself. The husband came back from work. "What is it, my dear? Why do you cry?" "Well, this is what happened to me." And she told him all the story about the parsley, her looking into somebody else's garden, the fairies wanting to take away their child in his or her teens. "Ah, you silly woman! You brought all this on yourself! Why did you climb down in their garden?" What was done, and they couldn't change things. The lady gave birth to a beautiful girl, and she called her Prezzemolina. Prezzemolina grew up to be a very, very happy child. She was very happy, and she brought joy all around her. One day, as she was coming back from school, one of the fairies saw her, and she said, "Hello, you must be Prezzemolina." Yes, I am," she replied. "Prezzemolina, tell your mother to remember what she has to give us." I will. And as soon as Prezzemolina got home, she went to her mother. Mummy, I met one of the fairies today, and she told you, remember what you have to give her, or them, because there were 3 fairies. And the mother went cold. Yes, shivers went down her spine. It all came back to her what had happened. Years had passed, and she and her husband had forgotten about the promise they had to make. And she simply said, "Okay, my love, I will. But she didn't do anything about it, and she did not explain to Prezzemolina what happened. Days passed, and again Prezzemolina was coming back from school, and there was another fairy. "Hello, Prezzemolina." "Hello." She was a very, very joyful child. "Will you tell your mother to remember what she has to give us?" Yes, I will. She must have forgotten. I already told her. Will you remind her again, will you?" "Yes." And again Prezzemolina went upstairs. Mummy, I met another fairy today, and she said, remember what you have to give them." And the mother just had too much on her mind. She wasn't thinking straight, and she said, Yes, tomorrow tell them just take what you have to take, and that's it." And the next day, Prezzemolina was coming from school, and she met the 3rd fairy. "Hello, Prezzemolina. Did you tell your mother to remember what she needs to give us?" "Yes, I did." And she said, you really need to take what she promised." In that case, my love, you come with me." And Prezzemolina went to the fairies. It was the fairies who told her that she was going to stay with them forever. No more school, no more mom, no more dad. She was to live there in their home. Prezzemolina was sad. She was very, very sad. The next day, the fairies were going out just as usual, and before they left, they took Prezzemolina to a coal room. "Prezzemolina, do you see that coal?" "Yes, I do." "Well, you have to clean the room. We don't want the coal anymore. It's all black. You see the room? It has gone all black. You need to paint it all white. The floors need to be clean and white. And you draw pictures of all the birds in the sky. But I can't do that. Well, too bad for you, my dear. Too bad for you. They did leave the house, and Prezzemolina cried. She just didn't know what to do. There was a knock at the door. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, don't tell me that the fairies are back. She went to the door. Who's that? She said. It's me. It's Mama. Open the door. Mama. But who is Mama? Well, Mama was the fairies' cousin. He was their cousin. Why do you cry, my child? She was crying. Well, the fairies put me in this cold room. It's all black. They want me to clean it. They want it white. I don't know how to do that. They even want all the birds drawn on the 4 walls. I don't know how to do that. Well, Prezzemolina, if you give me a kiss, I will do it for you. Never. I'd rather be eaten by the fairies than let a man kiss me. And Mama laughed. Oh, you said that so sweetly. I will do it for you anyway. He had a wand. Swish, swish, swish. The room was white, clean, no more coal. And again, swish. And all the birds in the sky were drawn on the walls. Mama left, and the fairies came back. They did not have to knock. They had the key. Prezzemolina! And there she was, in this beautiful white room now. The fairies went to the coal room. They just looked. Ah! How did you manage that? Have you seen Mama by any chance? I have not seen Mama, and I have not seen my mum. I did it, and that's just it. They had to test her even more. Well, do you know what, Prezzemolina? Tomorrow you will go to the castle, and you will go to Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay has the handsome clown's box. You bring it to us. We want that. But Prezzemolina didn't know what to say. But the fairy said, you will have to do it, or we will eat you up. So I'm going to stop here with the story today, but I will continue with the story very soon. What do you think Prezzemolina did? Did she go to the castle? Did she meet Morgan Le Fay? Did she find the handsome clown's box? And if she did, what do you think was in it? So until the next time, I'm going to stop here. Bye-bye for now.